Hey everyone, Corrie here, coming in to do a message that is divinely guided today. This, I guess, would be more of I did the weekly channeled message. This would be a message for today. And this is being recorded on the 27th of October as I'm just getting ready to leave town. Getting ready to actually go see another medium in one of their group events in Edmonton. But I had this overwhelming sense to get this out before I leave. So here we go. Here's this message that we have. And it's like, that whole chicken little, sky's falling. Well, the sky's actually falling. Well, I feel like the sky's actually falling. Something is falling. Something is falling from the sky. Something is about to kind of come in. Divine intervention, divine goddess energy, divine God energy. It just feels like there is something very divine that is coming in. I feel as if there's a whole system of a whole realm of the angelic realm that is coming in. And no, the angelic realm is not infiltrated. It's the inability to be able to see false light. It's the inability to be able to, that's what they want us to think. And so there is that sense of, that whole, you have to see beyond what they are trying to get us to do, trying to get us to turn people away from true light, from light, and get people towards false light, imitation light. It is everywhere in a lot of places. It is in celebrity energy. It is all over the place. It is everywhere. And I call it the Jezebel energy, is something that appears so beautiful that you can't reject it, but it's not a truth. And that has happened to a lot of people. I have seen that happen in so many places, and it's hard to decipher and be able to tell the difference for a lot of people. And that energy, it just feels like the divine. You can't deny the divine when you see the divine. The divine has a powerful, overwhelming sense of love that the others don't have. And it's, and when people ask me how that feels or how do I know that, is, when the divine light came to me, it's like people will often think that it's going to, your whole life is going to excel and you're just going to become that big celebrity. You're going to get to that best point in your life. Well, no, that's not what happened at all for me. It literally was a stripped down, raw, having to become very vulnerable and very exposed to my own journey, to where I have been, to be able to break free of even being able to see the repeat of the soul's journey and where the soul had been, because even those repeats and those continuals really wasn't a real truth. And so we are seeing real light, real truth coming through in the way that it is coming from the sky. The sky is falling. And so the sky is falling. So we're seeing the top fall out, fall down, fall off of a lot of big places. So, it's one thing to have a weak foundation and the empire starts to crumble from the bottom, but this is tower moments. This is like the tower card of tarot. And it's that whole sense of, the way I see it is like it's like coming in, lifting the roof off of big establishments, places where, things have been really, truly infiltrated with that imposter light, with that sense of, scheming. There's been a lot of scheming energy. There's been a lot of well-calculated energy to try to really, truly to turn people from the true light, from the essence of trying to remove God consciousness from everything, and trying to really, truly get human consciousness to run that show. That, it's like, and human consciousness will always have levels of contamination, and you have to be able to separate yourself from that and just being able to move yourself aside to be able to see the difference, to know the difference. And so I have this message of there is coming in the top is coming off, the roof is coming, the sky is falling, things are collapsing, things are falling. And I feel like it's going to be starting to happen very quickly. But in the same time, in my awake dream last night, I keep getting these crosses, and I have seen 3 so far today, and they are luminous white, iridescent white. And it's funny because behind me, the ambulance, everything is like going crazy out on the road, going out the highway, I guess. And so, but I'm like, emergencies, right? I just keep seeing this Christ-like light, and I keep seeing this beautiful energy. And it is the tear that comes when I see it, feel it. It's not the whole, oh, my life's going to be great. And so it's not a false promise to something that is great. It's saying we have to bear witness to some of the things that are really truly having to kind of, be exposed, and some of the things that have an impact and effect upon us as a society and as a world, in order to be able to get to truth, to get to a new beginning. But the light is coming in. So the sky is falling, on these stories and on these narratives, and this truth of light is coming in. And it's awakening this whole new level of awareness within us. And it's something that just is like, it's hard to bring these messages back from where I received them and give them human language, because human language has a lower vibrating energy. It's hard because it's so out there in those messages. It comes from such a place that is so beautiful and such a high vibrational frequency, but it doesn't have the same words we have. And it's hard to explain, very hard to explain unless you channel through this energy. But it was just saying, it's like, even though we have to witness it, even though we have to bear witness to it, that there is this absolutely, on the other side of this, there is this absolutely beautiful energy. And all morning I've been feeling it. And for a long time, I have not heard the symphony of, I can't pronounce my words. That's a neurological thing. Of the angel singing, of this divine choir, is all I can say is that I would wake up, and I literally for years used to run around the house searching for this music I would hear in the middle of the night, and I could never find it. And it was a family member who said to me, oh my God, Corrie, I've been searching for this music for years. I wake up looking for it. I'm like, it's the angelic realm. And I can hear, and I didn't hear it. I have not heard it for a couple of years. It was silent. It went quiet. And all of a sudden it is back. And all of a sudden I'm hearing it again. I don't go search for it. I know what it is now. And I can hear it again. And I can hear the angelic realm. I can see the evolution, the advancement of the holy realm. I can see that level of soul essence of the Christ light, of the divine mother light. See this beautiful aqua color. I can feel and sense and know that there is something beautiful that is unfolding. There's something great that's trying to come in for us. There's something beautiful. And I'm just like, and I'm just like, tell me more. And they keep telling me there is more to be exposed, or more to unfold as we start to bear witness to things, as things start to happen. And we're going to see this happening around us. And so these are the things that I'm able to see. And then Archangel Gabriel keeps appearing, and I'm at an accident scene. And I keep seeing this scene over and over again. And I'm at this accident scene, and the accident scene is very like a big accident. It's like something big. And at this accident scene that I'm at, I see like security, like it's a police officer. Like I see people in specific outfits, and I just feel like they are also having to be a part of whatever goes down. So it is modern day. It definitely is not something that's like past life. It's modern. It feels very modern. It feels real. And then I just keep hearing, keep going. And then I enter this room. And as I enter this room, I see this man and woman. And this man and woman stood up and look at me, and they asked me if I found their child. And then they asked me if they're dead, if they're no longer here. Am I dead? And then I see the child appear, and the child is whole, and the child is alive. But then Gabriel steps in, and this big angel of Archangel Gabriel steps in, and it's golden, and it's female, and she's got her hair in a loose bun, so her hair kind of looks like this. And her hair falls down like this around the sides. and she's got this golden headpiece, and she's wearing like this whitey but soft color goldy dress. And she comes to her and she says, I have it from here. I have them. I'm going to take them home. I'll take them home. And then I feel her come towards me, and she walks and she comes through me, and my whole body goes back, and I can feel that divine essence. I can feel that energy. I can feel her. I can feel that presence. And I can feel almost like sanctified in some way, like something has, and she just tells me, I am home. You are home. You have arrived. You're home. You have arrived. And I have no idea what exactly it means in this world, and I haven't really shared it in many places. But for some reason, today they asked me to share it. Today they asked me to let that message out, and for us to know that there is a new wave that is coming in to support. When the pandemic stuff started, I was teaching an angel class, and I heard, and I seen Archangel Michael land on the pavement, and the whole ground shook. And right before class, I was in the bath, and I seen war, I seen fighting, I seen all of this, and I just said, it's going to be, and I start teaching it, and I was so sick. That was right before, before we were all getting tested for COVID, stuff that was happening. And I was so sick, and I was sick for about 8 weeks, and I could barely breathe, but I still had to teach. And this message is the same type of feeling as that I had then. It's the same feeling. I feel the same way. I have that same feeling. And Archangel Gabriel is the angel that keeps coming through. And just this angel of light, this angel of love, this angel, the messenger of God. And I channel God. I channel the divine. I channel the consciousness. And I'm always I'm always afraid to say, that that's who I'm channeling. I don't want to bring that in, but I know from experience of the light and of the love and the transition throughout life, that what I'm feeling is the deepest of truth that I know to be true. And we're going to, and as this wave of angels, as this wave of the divine energy is coming through, we're going to really, truly see fires. We're going to see the things that burn away. We're going to see things have to go through major changes. But there is a big collapse coming. And there's a massive collapse coming of a lot of things. And all I keep hearing is keep walking, keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. For us to not get caught up in the fear, not get caught up in what's happening around us, but keep believing, keep holding on to faith, keep being the light and the love that the world truly needs. And it's like the dismantling of some of these big platforms, these big places that are so filled with this corruption, this not good energy. I just feel like there's a shift. There's a shift. And that we as the light will continue to keep coming through, keep coming through, keep showing up, keep being there, keep being present, and just trust. And if in the process of being of service to the light means that during that I don't get to be here to see the whole ending go through, to see the beautiful world, the beautiful life, the beauty that's to come. If it's not within my time up on earth, that I know that I have given out enough love and enough messages that it will be remembered that that the message did make it here. It did make it out. It did make it to earth. And enough light is now walking, and enough love is now present, that the world will change, and that there will be big changes. But for now, We're being told we will bear witness to some of these collapses, some of these changes, and there's going to be a lot of holy crap. There was such, but lies, but right, all the way back through the beginning of time, you've always had this side, that side. You've always had a divide. You've always, because you're always going to have choice, right? There's always going to be a heaven and hell, and it'll be an interpretation of what people think of their heaven and their hell, because they created what makes them happy, what they believe. But once we start to see the unraveling of so many things and the impact that it has upon us personally, and how we were just puppets on a string as humans here, that we were puppets to some of this orchestrated energy, I feel like you're going to see an uprise of love anger, of people truly making a choice to choose to walk with faith in something other than the faith that they have given to the humans where they should not have. And they're going to see a big change. And we're going to see big changes within our lives and within this world. And I just know, as I'm witnessing this now, that as everything that burns, as everything that is part of like this volcanic energy, as everything that I see beautiful flowers, new life will begin. I see new life breaking through the ground, new life coming up. I'm also seeing a plane crash, another plane crash, and like there is another plane crash. Like I see a plane crashing. And when I was on my flight and flying back from Newfoundland, I heard it loud and clear again, that there will be another crash. And I feel like that may be the accident that I've seen, that I keep seeing, that possibly is the accident. It's not an accident. It's definitely something that has been orchestrated and well planned. But there is a big plane crash, and I don't know where it is or when it is, or I don't know those things, and that's out of our control. But I do know that through all of that is unfolding, all that is collapsing, is also this beautiful light, this love, this new energy, this new, not new to out there, but new to us, that is starting to open eyes, starting to let people see through some of that shady, smoky, smoke and mirrors images, through that whole sense of rose. I keep getting the Scarlet Lady. And she just keeps telling me that you can see through this. You can see through this. And so the best thing that you have is your free will choice to choose, and also to be able to use your own discernment. And that you should even question, every one of us, like question yourself, question what you're thinking, question what you're believing. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to ask for further information outside of here, because everything we learn here on earth, everything we get is an opinion. It's created from somebody's opinion, somebody's view. But out there, I don't have proof. I got no way to prove this to the world, but I know what I bear witness to. I know what I see. I know what I feel, and I know the changes that it brings and makes in my world. So I know the power of the divine. And I definitely know the difference between what is good and what is not. It comes with experience. So these crosses, I don't know why, and I've seen 3 of them so far. I feel like there's a 4th. And when the 4th cross comes, when I see the 4th cross, that's when I know the sky will open. And when I see the 4th cross, I know that all that is of the divine will have arrived, and life will definitely be shining a big spotlight up on everything, and everything shall be changing. Much love. Thank you for giving me the space to be able to share these messages, even though they're not like my other messages, but these are things that I don't know why I have to share them, but I do. And it's prediction. It is channeling through that energy and giving a voice to the divine. So much love. Have a beautiful day. And thank you. Bye-bye.